Since 2002, we have created excellence together.
Passion is real.
Connection
Is real.
The ROH experience
Is real.
Welcome to Ring of Honor Wrestling.
Honor is
Real.
Introducing first to my left, the challenger. From Huntington Beach, California, weighing 270 pounds, Samoa Joe! To my right, he is accompanied by Julius Smokes. Brooklyn, New York, weighing 218 pounds, is your Ring of Honor World Champion, the notorious 187
You a bitch ass wigger! We the best in the world! We the best in the world! We the best in the world! No, baby! Stop!
Do not make me jump over that red.
It's main event time here in Edison as the notorious 187 Homicide is set to put the title on the line against former world champion himself, Samoa Joe, rekindling a rivalry that goes back to 2003 and 2004 here in Ring of Honor.
That was a legendary feud back during Samoa Joe's title reign. The roles reversed now, though. It's the notorious 187 Homicide looking to make the second defense of his newly won ROH World title.
This is the wrong fucking company for that bullshit. Shut the fuck up.
Homicide having some words for some fans that are getting on his case here. He needs to stay focused. This is for the title. Samoa Joe having a legendary title run himself. Certainly has his eyes on reclaiming that championship here this evening and making Homicide's title reign a very short one.
Then lock up in the center, side headlock by Joe right in the middle of the ring. Goes to work on the arm of Homicide. Full arm drag and twist. Homicide tries to roll his way through. Takes control of the arm of Joe. Side headlock by the champ.
Getting out of that side headlock, takes him down to the canvas. Things a little bit different here as they square off with the title on the line in 2007. Almost sort of a friendship between these two men after the events of the past several months. Of course, teaming up in those matches against the Briscoe brothers. So some respect shown between these two men. Not as much animosity anymore.
as well as both being on the same side of that big feud against CZW, teaming together for the betterment of ROH. Of course, Joe, in the middle of that issue he has with Pro Wrestling Noah. You saw that match last night he had with Nigel McGuinness, but that feud with Noah on the back burner right now. Joe has his sights set on regaining the world title.
Whoever wins this matchup goes into the 50th Festival as world champion. It's all on the line for these two men, and Homicide right back to his feet after Samoa Joe sent him down.
Feeling out process here in the early going. Of course, these two know each other very well, but neither man wants to make that early mistake to put them at a disadvantage against an athlete the caliber of either Samoa Joe or Homicide. So again, Homicide right back to the arm of Samoa Joe, cranking down that full arm dragon twist as Todd Sinclair looks in on the challenger.
Both of these men can be considered icons of Ring of Honor. Homicide has been with the company from the very beginning. That hard, long road to finally earning a championship in this company. And now things getting a little heated between these two men.
Like I said, there's a budding friendship, more begrudging respect between these two, but when the world title's on the line, friendships are out the window. You can sit down after a match or after the show with somebody and be their friend, but when you're in the ring and the title is on the line, the right to be called the best wrestler in the world, your friendships are out the window. There's only one thing that matters, and that's walking out with the belt.
Greco-Roman knuckle lock, chest to chest they come. Samoa Joe with the height advantage here as well as the weight advantage, trying to power Homicide down to his knees, and he does. Just holding him in that position, but Homicide back to his feet and forced down once again by the power of Samoa Joe.
Goes to the floor smartly to break that hold.
Taking out the hands a little bit. Taking his time, gets back inside the ring.
Got a broken finger.
Apparently no damage to that one finger.
Both men very focused here in this matchup.
Why you a faggot?
Good man wanting to rush in there. Homicide quickly grabs the side headlock, though. Joe kind of hesitated for a second, and Homicide grabbed the advantage. Cranks down on the headlock. Joe on a knee in the center. Really wrenching down on that headlock. Joe back to his feet. Sends the champ off the ropes. Shoulder tackle. Homicide all the way out to the floor, but quickly back up. Bipasso off the ropes. He goes in another shoulder tackle, and this time the champ goes down hard. Joe off the ropes. Homicide drops down. Joe up and over. Went for the arm drag, but Joe takes the champ off his feet. One more time off the ropes goes Homicide. Tilt-a-whirl. Went for the backbreaker, but takes Joe down. Quickly back up to his feet. Waistlock. Rolls Joe up. Cover. Near fall by the champ. Sweeps the leg, does Joe. Cover. Hooks the leg. Only able to get two, and just like Samoa Joe said, he was that close to being the champ for the second time.
And Homicide realizes that, scoots out to the floor over the guardrail, looking to set the pace of this match as he needs to do, being the champion. He can't allow the challenger to dictate this match. Some advice from Julius Smokes at ringside.
See the look of concern on the face of Homicide. He knows he was less than half a second away from walking out of here the shortest reigning ROH World Champ in history.
Taking his time, steps back through the ropes and back inside the ring.
Joe looking extremely confident on the other side of the ring as once again these two circle one another. Single-handed knock-a-lock. Nope. Homicide pulls away. You can't blame him. I don't know if he wants to match power one more time with Joe.
Also letting this crowd get into his head a little bit too, as Julius Smokes taking his attention from one of the fans at ringside. There's an old lady going nuts out there. This is a world title match. Come on. Memphis. I'm gonna sit down. And she just daring J-Train to hop that rail. Telling her to bring it. She's telling him to kiss that. Huh? Double yikes.
Hey, there's a world title match in the ring.
Yeah. And Homicide needs to stay focused on Samoa Joe. If there's ever a threat to that world title, it's the man who held onto it for the longest reign out of any ROH world champion, Samoa Joe.
21 straight months as the champ. And he's looking to get his hands back on that belt. The belt that he made one of the most important titles in all of wrestling. And Homicide is trying to hang on to that belt any way he can, raking at the back of Samoa Joe.
Joe staying on his feet, trying to walk it off. And Homicide, reversal of the Irish whip. Homicide out to the apron. Ducks out of the path of Samoa Joe's attempt. Up top goes Homicide.
Joe on his feet, but taken off with the head scissors. Quickly, both men back up. Homicide with a head of steam, runs into a power slam.
Samoa Joe got all of that. Now just standing over Homicide. Headbutt right to the back.
Just when it seems Homicide is getting ahead of steam, Samoa Joe quickly turns the tide in his favor. And the early going in this matchup is solidly in the corner of Samoa Joe as he is asserting himself now on the champ.
Pulling Homicide out of the corner and driving him into the turnbuckles once again.
Again, you see the strength of Samoa Joe just pitching Homicide into the turnbuckles. Homicide grabbing at his back in pain as Joe backs him to the corner one more time. Hard to the buckles.
Just wearing out the champion, repeatedly sending him into the turnbuckles.
Joe smartly not giving Homicide any time to recover here. Right back to work on the back and the rib cage of Homicide. Abdominal stretch right in the center of the ring and drives the point of the elbow right between the rib cage muscles.
Homicide trying to hang in there. Trying to maybe inch his way toward the ropes if he can. Trying to break free of the abdominal stretch.
Very difficult to move a man the size of Samoa Joe like this, but somehow Homicide able to inch his way to the ropes. Just as he looked like he had the ropes, Samoa Joe rolls him up. Cover!
And he gets two.
Another near fall for the challenger. Homicide fires away, right hand and a chop. Another right hand from Homicide. Backs Joe to the ropes. Joe fighting him off, hanging onto the ropes and driving the forearm right to the back of the neck of Homicide. Knee to the midsection. Kick to the chest. Another kick to the rib cage. Homicide goes down in pain. Back up though. Samoa Joe stalks the champ. Backs him into the corner one more time. Irish whip. Homicide hits the buckles. Joe comes in, but gets caught with an elbow by Homicide.
Caught him with that uppercut out of the corner. Took him off of his feet. Now Homicide standing over Joe, kicking away. Turning away at the face of Samoa Joe.
Todd Sinclair warning the champ to get off the eyes. Reversal by Joe. Homicide off the ropes. Elbow knocks the champ down hard. He caught him right in the jaw. Kick to the back.
Back and forth the tide goes in this match. Samoa Joe now elevating Homicide. Backbreaker right over the knee.
Samoa Joe obviously thinks there's a chink in the armor of Homicide. He's focusing much of his offense on the back. Cover. Does not hook the leg and only gets two.
Whitmer brings him down. Having that chin lock, looking to wear down Homicide. Referee asking Homicide if he's had enough. Homicide trying to dig down for some extra energy, work his way back to his feet, and free himself from Samoa Joe's clutch.
Repeated elbows to the midsection. Joe with a chop to the back. Homicide doubled over as Joe hits the ropes. Caught with that forearm shot. Sends him to the floor. Homicide looking to fly. Head of steam. Both men down on the outside.
Homicide working his way back to his feet. A little bit of coaching from Julius Smokes. Pulling the challenger back up. Drives Samoa Joe into the edge of the barricade.
Once again, ripping at the face and now biting the ear. He's biting the ear of Samoa Joe.
Do whatever it takes to hold on to the championship.
Picks the challenger back up, but Joe puts on the brakes and drives him into the guardrail.
Again, more damage to the back of Homicide right there by Samoa Joe. Running starting again, back first into the steel.
Homicide flying through the air. Joe just tossing him into the guardrail while peppers him with the right hand. Fans know what's coming here.
Full force to the side of the head of the notorious 187. Homicide's got the chair. He's just waiting for Samoa Joe. Oh, wasn't able to use that chair and put it to use on Samoa Joe. Instead, being dragged to the other side of the ringside area.
Homicide in that chair in the corner by the barricade as Joe again picks up a head of steam.
This time, able to launch the chair as Joe came charging.
Homicide pulling out all the stops to defend his title here. He just launched the chair into the face of a charging Samoa Joe, and that may be the move that Homicide needs to turn this tide back in his favor.
Make him bleed! You come by the blood of Jesus!
Look at a pile driver on the floor. Drives the head of Samoa Joe into the floor. Unbelievable. I wonder if Samoa Joe's going to even be able to get back in the ring after that.
Todd Sinclair checking on the challenger. He just got dumped on his head right on the floor.
Not doing nothing!
Sinclair getting in the face of the champ who says, I didn't do nothing. Besides drop Joe on his head. Somehow Joe back to his feet. No, he's going to do it again. He's going to power drive him on the floor 2 times.
Second pile driver on the floor. I don't know if Joe can recover from this. Homicide back in the ring.
Back off!
Call the match. Oh, call the match. Ah, Jesus, don't call the match.
Sinclair asking Joe if he wants him to call the match. I don't know if Joe even knows where he is right now. 2 pile drivers on the floor. Homicide's got the belt. He thinks that's it. He thinks he's walking out of Jersey right now with the title.
No, Sinclair grabs the belt back. He's not stopping the match.
You knock it off, get it in the ring.
Samoa Joe did not tell Sinclair to call the match. He's going to continue somehow.
I don't know how much he's going to have left, though. 2 pile drivers on the floor? You're going to be kidding me.
A whole lot of damage done to the head and the neck of Samoa Joe. Homicide brings him back inside. There's the cover. But he gets his shoulder up.
How did he kick out? Unbelievable. Samoa Joe, 2 pile drivers out on the floor, and he kicks out.
Firing away in the corner. ROH World Champion Homicide. Doing more damage to Samoa Joe. Irish whip reversed. Reversed once again. Homicide into the buckle. Knee to the midsection of Samoa Joe. Second turnbuckle on the inside. Drives the knee into the side of the head of Samoa Joe.
More damage to the head of Samoa Joe. 2 pile drivers on the floor. He may have a concussion. If he didn't have it before, he might have it now. Cover! This is going to be it. And again, he kicked out.
Homicide can't believe it, taking issue with Sinclair's count. But he can't put Joe away.
You don't hold the ROH World title for 21 straight months without being one of the gutsiest competitors in this sport. But how much does Samoa Joe have left in the tank?
Homicide wondering, what is he going to do to put him away? Is he going to be able to leave Edison, New Jersey, still the ROH World Champion?
Joe crawling with everything he's got to make it to the ropes and force the break. Homicide having words with Todd Sinclair in the corner. Then goes right back to Samoa Joe, the champion, picks the challenger back up by the head, turns him around, and drops him down with a neck breaker.
More damage to that neck. Cover. Again, he gets his shoulder up.
Samoa Joe continues to dig down as Homicide takes control of this matchup, sends her to the corner.
Comes charging. Going for the ST Joe, but Homicide to the second rope. Gets planted.
Was able to avoid that move the first time, but not the second. Desperation move from Joe there. And now it's the champ who has to dig down. As Joe gets back to his feet. Staggers over to Homicide. Picks him back up. Clubbing shot to the back, sends Homicide to the corner. Big right hand to the small of the back, rocks the champ.
That's illegal. That's illegal. We talked about that.
Samoa Joe with Homicide, but Homicide firing away at the side of the head. Trying to soften him up and block the attempt, but atomic drop from Samoa Joe. Up on the shoulders, torture racked.
More damage to the back of the champ. Samoa Joe trying to break Homicide in half and take the ROH World title home. Right in the center of the ring.
Homicide not giving it up.
Going to the eyes to break the hold and does. Chop to the chest by the champ. Homicide off the ropes. Caught by Joe, spine buster. Cover! 1, 2, no! Homicide gets the shoulder up.
Samoa Joe in control right here, still feeling the effects on that neck, but whatever Homicide has tried, he's not able to put Joe away. He was able to survive Chris Hero last night, but can Homicide last and hold on to this title against such a fierce competitor as Samoa Joe, looking for the muscle buster now.
Sets him up top and drives a right hand to the jaw.
1, 2,
Can he get it?
Homicide fighting him off, headbutt from Joe. Joe climbing up with him.
And the muscle buster, looking for a superplex it looks like.
Homicide fighting him off with shots to the midsection. One time to the face. Both men up. DDT! That's gotta be it. If Homicide can cover him, that's gotta be it.
But he doesn't have the energy to follow up with an immediate cover. He's been so worn down by Samoa Joe thus far.
Joe with a glassy look in his eyes, almost doesn't know where he is, it seems. Struggling in the corner, trying to even get to his feet. Homicide in the far corner, using the ropes to get up as J-Train gives him some encouragement. Homicide charges, running forearm in the corner. Nowhere for Joe to go. Big boot to the face.
I don't think Samoa Joe has ever recovered from those pile drivers on the floor. Homicide just trying to finish the job here.
Has the challenger up one more time, trying to suplex him off his feet. Joe puts on the brakes.
It's a big guy to get up for the suplex.
Especially after all the damage that Joe did to the back of Homicide earlier, off the ropes. Boot to the midsection, stops Joe in his tracks. Suplex by Homicide.
Feeling the effects on that back, you can see him clutching the back after delivering the suplex, but he was able to hit it somehow. Burst of adrenaline from Homicide right here. He's got Joe on his back.
Champ going to the outside, might be trying to hit the diving headbutt as he makes his way to the top. Julius Smokes on the outside, looking on. Here comes the champ, but he gets caught. Joe gets the knee up, off the ropes. Big boot to the back. Joe with a head of steam, senton splash. That's it, we're gonna have a new champ. Cover! Homicide able to kick out.
Samoa Joe with Homicide. Powerbomb. Gets two, holds onto the legs. Modified Boston Crab.
Is Homicide going to be able to take this? More damage done to the back. Samoa Joe sitting down very deep. Julius Smokes is worried, and he should be, because Samoa Joe just locked in the STF.
Who Who is the biggest icon in ROH history? Is it Homicide? Is it Samoa Joe? Who's going to leave Edison wearing the title?
Homicide struggling, trying to crawl the ropes, but he is very far away, and Joe is cranking back on the hold.
Doing whatever he can to inch toward those ropes, trying to extend the leg to reach that bottom rope. Can he make it? He does. And Samoa Joe getting frustrated, but still feeling the effects on that neck. Those two pile drivers on the floor did a whole lot of damage. Samoa Joe's trying to shake it off, but it's still bothering him.
You can see it slowed Joe down considerably, but he definitely has the advantage here. He's got the champ down, needs to stay on top of him here.
That neck of Samoa Joe is still a huge weakness at this point in the match, just as much as the back of Homicide is.
Homicide face down on the canvas. His title reign very much in jeopardy here as Samoa Joe picks him back up, shoves him into the corner. Joe just stalks the champ now. Knife edge chop to the chest. Right hand to the face. The champ's in trouble.
This match could be one big move away from either man winning. A big move to the back of Homicide or a big move to the neck of Samoa Joe.
Homicide went for the headbutt, but it had more damage done to him than any effect on Samoa Joe. Right back to his feet, another headbutt, no effect whatsoever.
You don't headbutt a Samoan.
There's a headbutt from Joe that rocks Homicide in the corner.
He headbutts you twice. Homicide trying to pull himself up.
Hanging on in the corner, Joe's gonna bring him out. To the buckle he goes. Head of steam from Joe, nobody home. His knee hits the turnbuckle and Joe gets crotched on the top rope. Homicide now, trying to take the advantage. Hard chop to the chest, and the champ's gonna climb up top. All the way up he goes.
Top rope.
Joe firing away. Shades of do or die. Joe on the top. Big right hand from Homicide. Ace Crusher! That's gonna be it. Cover! 1, 2. He kicked out!
Samoa Joe gets the shoulder up. High impact maneuver to the neck of Samoa Joe. The Ace Crusher off the top. Off comes the elbow pad. He's thinking about that lariat.
Joe back to his feet. Homicide off the ropes. Head of steam. Nobody home. Both men go for the lariat and connect. Neither man goes down though.
The lariat ended the 15-month title reign of Bryan Danielson. It earned him the world title. Can he hit it on Joe? Another Ace Crusher.
Joe to his knees though. He doesn't go down. Lariat! Joe gets staggered. One more time off the ropes. Lariat and again. Joe refuses to go down. Homicide head of steam. Lariat from behind. And Joe is in serious trouble. Lariat! He's got him! He's got him! He got him!
Here is your winner and still Ring of Honor World Champion, the notorious 1-8-7 Homicide!
Homicide retains the title. He evens the score and will walk into the 5th-year festival as champion, while Morishima is coming for Samoa Joe. We'll see you when ROH celebrates its landmark 5th birthday with 6 huge events.
Tell him now, tell him.